What is growing on? So we are back down in Naples, Florida for a project that we started just over a year ago. This place has been pummeled. A couple of hurricanes came through. We've already had frost this year. Just so you guys know, things could definitely look more lush. Things could definitely look more vibrant. We're in the middle of winter, and we're all the way down in Naples. So I get people all the time, I want to move to Florida. I want to grow mangoes. I want to grow coconuts. Where's a safe zone? Guys, it's really tough. Florida is difficult. We get frost, we get freeze as far south as Homestead. All I can tell you is the closer you are to the coast, the better. Getting on some of these ridges is a little better, but there really almost is no safe spot. Pine Island, which is off the coast, up just a little bit further north of here, is pretty safe. Anything typically west of 75 is pretty safe. And then maybe down in Homestead, the Keys is pretty safe. And obviously there's some safe places on the East Coast also. The problem is when you get out towards the coast, the land is definitely a little bit more expensive. So we're east of 75 in Naples. We're in an area that's a little bit lower, can get cold, can hold some water in the rainy season, but guys, this place has got it growing on. Since we've left, Carol and Pat have been killing it here. They've been out in the garden. They do all the maintenance in the garden. They pull all the weeds. They have a lawn guy that comes in and cuts the little patch of grass that we left in that back garden, but I don't know if you guys remember this annual veggie garden, but this area has grown by at least 2 rows. When we first did it, I believe it was just these 4 rows down on this end. And now we've got 2 rows with some different corrugated metal type beds all the way on this end, and these are just giant long beds. And they said they've been harvesting out of the garden every day. Lettuce, green beans, I see lots of onions, tomatoes. They've got lots of things planted. There's carrots in the ground here, peppers. And they're just killing it out here, doing a really good job with the raised bed. We didn't plant any of this stuff out here. We helped them set up the beds. We filled them with dirt. We did some irrigation. But for the most part, the homeowners have done all of this on their own. Built this amazing giant cattle panel trellis. That turned out really awesome. There's another cattle panel used over there. I see some lettuces, some squash, maybe some scallions, green onions, different stuff here in the beds. I think I even see some celery over here. I see eggplant, butter crunch lettuce, celery. So they've got some tags on all these beds. Some more eggplant right here. Looks like we got some more peas. All right, that's pretty cool. But you ready to see that food forest? In case you were wondering, that is more compost. They've got the tarp on there to kind of protect that. Want to keep all that soil biology and life alive as long as we can. Ideally that would be in the shade, but when you're in full sun, a tarp kind of does the job. That's to top off those raised beds after season. Probably gonna have plenty there for the next year or 2. Ethan just showed me a picture on his phone. This was actually his first job of what this looked like when it was planted, and these bananas were shorter than my kneecap. A lot of them are in that 12 to 15 foot range. A lot of them are actually a little bit yellow right now. Like I said, we're in the middle of winter. Spring's coming, summer's coming, dry season's coming. So we hit them with some fertilizer now. We give them some excess water in dry season. We can shut off that water come rainy season, and things will really start excelling here. Shell path coming out the left side of the driveway. Guys, just so you know, there's no chemicals being used here. They're not spraying herbicides on the paths. They're doing hand weeding. It's a job. They're not here all the time. They do have some help. Vlad, shout out to you, who helped us install this. Does come here, help with some pruning, mulching, anything really Carol needs help with when available. So, you guys ready to see this jungle? Dwarf firebush filled in really nice. Cocoa plum filled in really nice. Starting to get a nice, I guess you could say, 4-foot hedge in this area. Big rack of bananas here walking into the backyard. And some of the only issues that I've seen out here today are ants and potentially a little bit too much water for the time of year. So we cut the water back. Sapodilla put on a lot of new growth. Sweet almond, kind of a little bit battered. We've already had frost here once. That's why the bananas look the way they do. Loquat has fruit, has flowers on it. Another one over by the house actually had some flowers, actually just with the white on there. Those ones are actually already setting fruit. Guava, a little bit of yellow to it right now. Let's get you that loquat flower. Guys, the fragrance from these flowers is unreal. These are related to roses. Japoticabas by the door. Have a little bit of browning on the tips. Suggested a little bit of chelated iron. Doing a soil drench, doing a foliar application will really help that. Bullvine did really well here. Sunshine mimosa did really good. You can see these are all covered in flowers. Mimosas coming out onto the path. Once again, you know, we're holding off on pruning any of the yellow leaves on the bananas. We're not in February yet. We have another chance of getting frost or freeze here, so we want to wait just a little longer. That longing got huge. Got some big elderberries that have grown up behind it. Mangoes have put on a lot of height. Jackfruit, look at the size of this Muntingia. This guy's already been chopped back a couple times. Dwarf banana. All the bananas here could probably use a little bit of fertilizer, and a little nitrogen wouldn't hurt whatsoever. Peanut butter fruit got huge. Adamoya, we had a bit of an ant problem on this one. It was covered in mealybugs. The leaves looked really ratty, so we stripped them off of there. That is kind of a common practice with sugar apples. Adamoyas, a lot of people say it actually helps to stimulate for better fruit growth too. Gumichama, guys, when we installed this, I think it was just 3 or 4 foot tall. It's all the way up there, 7-8 foot tall now. Looks really good. Salvias all look good. Tea bush, really nice looking lychee. Going back into this area, there's a Barbados cherry. That one's looking a little bit beat up. Mulberry, deciduous. Olive tree that we planted. Look at the size of these vetiver grasses. Yo, E!
Oh, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
You caught me playing out in my jungle here.
Hey, this was your first project with us.
This was my first project. This is a 1-year anniversary, guys.
What do you think?
I think it's amazing. I'd want it to be my backyard.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments if you want this to be your backyard.
That's what I'm talking about.
If you're not, you're crazy. Pound it.
That's what I'm talking about. You want to come with me on the tour here, bro?
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's check this place out.
All right.
So,
See these racks over here?
I see the rack, Rack City. Go ahead, go hold that rack. Go ahead. Muley grass just got done flowering. Whoa. Woo.
Almost there.
Okay.
Can you smell it?
I do. What do I smell? Loquat flowers, sweet almond, little combo.
This is my favorite tree right here, guys.
Hey,
Muntingia. This is a strawberry tree right here.
didn't used to be shady over here.
It didn't used to be shady. Look at these.
Hey, we planted a jungle, dude.
We did it. We did it, guys.
we did
See, look at what's possible.
Whoa. Whoa.
20 feet in a year.
I can smell this thing.
Yeah.
It has a like a sweet scent to the
does.
leaves, even, doesn't it?
It does. I
Pretty
love
amazing.
it. I'd suggest putting some chairs down here, just being under here, picking off some sweet cotton candy berries.
You tell people strawberry tree, they expect to see a
Some
strawberry
strawberries.
on the tree.
Right.
The fruit is red. It's round. It tastes like cotton candy.
Yeah. Sometimes even better than strawberries.
Hey, what is this? We got a health food store over here in the backyard.
Woo! Did you see that?
Did
Our little
chew on it yet?
pharmaceuticals.
Did you get your
I
vitamins?
was. Oh, I did.
Get
I know
your
you
vitamins.
guys didn't.
Come on, get your vitamins E.
Look at these.
Make mom and dad proud. Whoa. This ain't no
Woo.
Flintstones vitamins.
11 grams of protein
11? What do you think it's a?
per cup. 11 grams per cup.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm. What else you need?
You already look healthier.
I know.
Big difference.
You see my skin?
How about those pentas, huh?
These are the tallest pentas I've ever seen.
Look at these things. Almost as tall as I am. Guys. This is the perennial penta, not your typical annual. Look at this. Look at this. Just as tall as I am. Deadhead these. They will come back a lot better. Got a fig over here that's gone dormant. So I would say...
You see these caliandra?
Whoa, whoa.
Showstopper.
How about that Kelly?
Showstopper.
Oh, did you get us some B-roll on this one?
Oh my God, you bet.
Whoa. So I think one of the, I guess, issues we've noticed here, other than ants, is this grass that we're standing in.
Right.
It's definitely seeded. It's kind of spread a little bit around the yard.
Yeah.
If we could have done it over again, what? Artificial turf? What do you think?
I mean, if we did it over again, I think maybe, you know, some of this metal edging would help. I think the muhly grass has some shallow roots, so maybe some deeper rooted weed barrier plants around here maybe would have done the trick.
Something to really hold that back.
But yeah, you know, you live and you learn, and we'll see what happens.
We've seen it on the other side of the yard. I don't know how it got all the way over there.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Oh.
You see what we're working with here.
Oh.
We're all at war with this grass.
All right, let's go find that Cercopia.
All right, let's go.
Come on, take me on a tour, E.
All right.
Ooh, look at that specimen black Suriname cherry, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Beauty here.
Firebush filled in. It needs to be pruned. It's all a little bit tall right now.
Did you already talk to them about these Jaboticabas?
Yeah, a little chelated iron drench might help those out a little bit, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Ones on the side don't look as bad as these ones. Little coconut
Dwarf
filling
coconut.
in.
We're coming into a coconut bend here. We got Coconut Bend. This is another little island here.
We got an avocado. Cranberry hibiscus needs to be pruned back. Mango. Where was the one with the flowers? That's up over
That
here?
one's over there, yep.
Okay. Dwarf coconut. And each one of these areas have been named, E.
Yeah.
We're in Coconut Bend right now.
I got some good B-roll of these signs. Coconut Bend. I think there's Banana Boat Island over here.
Banana Boat Island. What is that? That's Pineapple Paradise.
Pineapple Paradise. Did you show them the dwarf coconut here?
I gave them like a quick slide by. I guess I can come up on it slower. Got the dwarf Fiji here. Whoa. Up by the pool cage, probably a little bit more protected, huh?
Look at that Dune sunflower hedge over there.
Dune sunflower's killing it. That's the sapodilla with the fruit on it too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wolbine, one of my favorites right now.
Ooh. Killing it.
All over there.
Native tea bush. Vitex went dormant here. Kind of a leggy avocado, probably wants a little shade. Whoa.
This is what you want to see.
Okay, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
1 year after planting, 3 gallon. That's not too shabby. They grow fast. We got some milkweed, some society garlic, goldenrod, better looking Japoticaba. Oh, sweet almond right outside the door. Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
I believe the homeowner said, what, Carol's got 2 racks on the back porch?
2 racks, yeah.
2 racks
We
on the
got
back porch.
bananas.
Once they start, they don't stop. Now this one's got a little deeper red to it than that other one, right? That one's a little more pink, Caliandra?
Yeah.
Nitrogen fixer. Beautiful. Oh, we love that one. I believe they said, what was in here? Was this Dune sunflower? Maybe got a little out of control in this area?
Yeah, I think so.
So this area we have a couple of little pockets where we could maybe even add some stuff. I know Carol mentioned that these edible leaf hibiscus trees were what, like 8 foot?
Yeah, look how thick these
Look at the
things
size of the trunks on these
Look at
things.
are. It's coming back beautifully.
Oh.
Love them. Can't get enough of those. See this longevity spinach?
Longevity's filling in nice. Well, what do we got above your head, E?
Oh, well this is the real deal. This is the
gummy worm
the
fruit?
main event. Can you see that?
Oh. You mean the fruit coming on. That is nature's gummy worm right there. Whoa.
Look at this beautiful sea of greens.
What does that look like? Dinner? Dinner?
Oh yeah. Dinner, breakfast,
That's
lunch.
dinner. Okay.
It covers all the bases.
Whoa, I noticed that cacao tree is still surviving inside our little room in there too.
Yeah, it is. We got the parlor maple.
It has taken it, has taken it. Okay, butterfly pea. Ready to collect some seeds, harvest.
Farfugium, if you can look in there.
Oh. Got the parlor maple, the farfugium, got the cacao. So you got some katuk over here, huh?
Oh yeah.
No lack of butterflies and elderberry and bees here. What are you doing? You getting a little lunch?
Yeah, why
Little
not?
lunch action? Oh yeah.
Get it while you can.
Oh yeah. I know why you're so healthy. Uh-huh. Oh, the Cecropia tree is huge.
Beautiful.
It is. All right, should we go catch that sapodilla real quick?
Let's go. See it.
Go, come on, take me to it. Pear dipped in brown sugar.
Pear?
These,
yeah, I'd say.
These dragon fruits weren't like that when we left. They kind of
Definitely
stepped
not.
it up a little bit. They got some stands.
Definitely not. Yeah, they got
Put
some
them on some
stands.
trees.
Yeah, I saw some good trellises over here that the
Wow.
caretaker made for them.
Nice.
Now come in here.
Shout out to the caretaker, Mr. Vlad.
Woo!
Okay.
Beautiful.
Putting on new growth. You see all that pink on there. Woo. All right. I'm loving the show-stopping tea bush. All right, let's cut through this cornery and then we'll go show them the flower or the wildflower bed over there. That one is rocking. And when we got here, this place was a grass hole. We got places for kids to eat, hide, everything out here now,
Oh,
huh?
it was amazing. We were just looking back at some pictures of these tiny bananas when we just planted them, and
Oh.
now they're, I don't know, now they're a couple stories high. Look at
You
that.
plant it and they will grow, huh? Whoa. Macadamia nut. This one does not look super happy. Maybe hit that with the chelated iron also. New growth looks good, but the old, a little bit ticked off. Hey, no lack of Turk's cap in here. Where's my main flower eater? Get over here. Oh.
Pure sugar. I love it.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorites.
Quite the treat, ain't it?
It is.
Quite the treat. Got a pineapple over here, or a papaya over here. Carol said she's already harvested some fruit from it. Inga, ice cream bean, pushing some new growth. Guys, when we planted these trees, how tall was this Inga? Like 3 foot, scraggly?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're at like 10 foot. You can already see up here it's been topped. These things grow like a weed. Not only does this make a really cool fruit, but it's another nitrogen fixer. Native necklace pod. I think the new growth's my favorite part.
What do you call this? You know?
The way that irrigation is, yeah. Cliffs of more. I like it. Oh, we're back in the Penta corner. This is an area we actually retained and planted a couple citrus. Unfortunately, they all look pretty sick. Kind of on their way out. Black sapote. How about this black sapote? No, but it's huge. Look at the size of that tree. Really big for 1 year. That is impressive.
There's a lot of shade back here. It's doing real well.
It is a little bit dappled back here now, huh? This is also an area where we had some issues in the rainy season as far as wet feet went.
Right.
Here's a barely hanging on citrus. Should I call it citrus? What? What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Not here.
Oh, Cherry the Rio. Looks a little mad too. New growth looks great. These look good, but some of this older leaf has a little bit of yellow and brown.
Ooh, look what we got coming.
What do we got coming?
They're starting some of these star fruits.
Ooh.
Before you know it.
It's
Everywhere.
Carambola time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, this place is a jungle.
Freaking
And
jungle.
guavas and bananas and breadfruits of cold frames. Oh my.
Oh my.
Whoa. So we got a little cold frame here for the breadfruit. They said it looked fine after they had a sheet over it, but a couple days later it did start dropping some leaves. Most of the bottom leaves still look pretty good, so I don't think it's dead. This tamarind really put on some growth.
Right?
This was another little stick. Talking about a 3 foot tree, a twig that's now a 8-10 foot tree and has a trunk like this instead of like this. These things grow quick, guys. Mm-hmm. We got some erythrina, coral bean, more bulvine, firebush, native coffee, goldenrod.
Elderberry.
Elderberry. Hey, this is the banana boat.
The banana boat.
Banana boat island number 10. We need to get these signs put into the design map.
Right?
Whoa.
I like it.
Oh, that Barbados cherry was new too, so they must have just cleared some stuff out of that corner, huh?
I think they need another mango.
We got plenty of room for mangoes here. We can keep the ants at bay. That's a great idea. All right, I love this corner.
Me too.
The combination of the salvias on the sweet almond with the muhly grass kind of breaking it up, with the row of the cocoa plum on top of a row of lemongrass, and then just a slew of, this was all salvias along the front, and then dune sunflower. Carol said she just did some pruning and kind of just threw the dead stuff back on top. I think that's why you're seeing these spots in here. This area over here, maybe some got thrown back in there and some back in here. But overall success, would you agree?
Oh, I approve.
You get
100%.
When we get the boom boom.
Yeah, pound dirt, guys.
You dig?
Oh, do you dig?
So no chemicals, no herbicides, no full-time caretakers out here, huh?
No.
Fairly successful. All right.
Oh, I'd say so.
All right, we got a consultation to go to, don't we?
Let's get it.
Back to work. So the favorite part of my job is the follow-up, to come back and to see fruit, to see things growing, to see them 10 times bigger than we installed them. We did this in this yard, I think, in about 2 weeks, from a grass hole to a thriving food forest. So hope you guys enjoyed this Naples follow-up. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so. You got to pound that bell to stay notified. Most importantly, guys, it's 2023. Get out there, start a garden, start a food forest, pound some dirt.